What's going on, everybody? It's Ricky with Video Homicide, and I'm back with a channel update, haul video in a way, and just some all-around banter, okay? Because I smoked a few tonight, all right? I'm feeling a little saucy, so I wanted to talk shit and just, shine some light on some cool stuff. So first and foremost, I gotta say, I've been working on this comic. It took me 52 days to make. It's 36 fucking pages. Vomit Coffin. I promise you, this is the best fucking thing I've ever made up to this point. And it's basically because I was trying to find a way to give it a quick little rundown, like what it is, explain it with like a few words, like one sentence. Freak Brothers in an Evil Dead film, okay? Because Filthy Ralph, if you've read any of my Filthy Ralph comics, you probably get a sense of it's very just sort of like crude humor, you know what I mean? So basically, if you take the Filthy Ralph character, put him in an Evil Dead situation, would he really take it seriously? Not really, because Filthy Ralph just wants to get fucked up. But basically, this cover right here, with the only true psychopaths would know that this cover right here is a take on Henrietta popping out of the ground and in Evil Dead 2. So it took me a while to figure out a fucking title. I was going to call it Vomit Funnies for so long, but I was like, one night I was smoking a bit and all of a sudden Vomit Coffin popped into my head. I fucking rush in here, I write it down, and then the next day I started developing the rough draft for the what was going to be the front cover, which is this right here. I still think this is really dope, but I didn't want to get rid of the piece. I want it to be part of the comic, so I slapped it on the back cover. But I do have standalone copies of this. They're $10 US each, plus shipping. The shipping's going to depend on where you're at. If you live in Canada, it's going to be way cheaper than if you live in, say, fucking the UK or whatever. But if you can't wait, because issue 6 of CINEMA187, which is still in development right now, here is a test print with a this cover is not like this darkness. It's changed. This is just the only color test print I have right now. But Vomit Coffin will be in the pages of CINEMA187 number 6. So just keep that in mind. I am going to be printing. I have 34 contributors. I'm going to be keeping one for myself. That's going to leave me with 6 issues to sell. So if you fucking want a copy of this, let it be known. I got 6 issues. When they're done, they're done. Because this fucking shit is, it's very, unless there's like a fucking insane demand. If all of a sudden 10 people reach out, that's a different story. But as it stands, I'm only printing off, enough for the contributors and then a couple extra to sell, just to sort of replenish the cost of shipping all this shit across the fucking planet. Which, I think it's so cool that 187 has made its way on it's in Canada, it's in the States, it's in the UK, it's in Italy, it's in France, it's in Ireland, it's in Norway, it's in Finland. It's all over the fucking place, and I'm very appreciative to everybody that's been a part of this journey. It's been insane. 6 issues is a lot. It's one thing to even attempt to do 1 and then making it to 6. It's like, dude, I feel like with this issue, I still have a decent amount of work to do, and I'm not going to lie. I did say, I'm going to have this done by Halloween, and now it's fucking midway through November, but, I don't want to put this thing out until I know it's perfect. So I'm going to say, give it another couple of weeks, and then that's when it'll be wham, bam, let's go, because I still got a few extra drawings that I kind of developed in my head recently that I want to put in the zine. I don't want to leave them out, and that's basically that. And for any of the back issues of 187, I currently, I'm only down to copies of issue 1 and issue 4. So if you want a copy of issue 1 or issue 4, now's the time to do it, because once these are gone, I have no fucking idea when there'll be more made, okay? Because I'm focusing all my energy on the next issue, so issue 6, and then after that, it's going to be on issue 7, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's not about selling a million copies of this thing. It's just about making it in general, and then getting it to the people that make it, because the people that are involved in this fucking thing, they're all in the same mindset in one way or another. They love art. This is first and foremost an art zine, and I've got some of my favorite artists involved in this. We've got people like Carl Dahmer. We've got people like, who the fuck else? Ghoul Portal, Cenobite Horror Art, which is Wendy, Kino Roger. We got Tony from Why Not Art. We got Necro Style, Richie the Caterpillar, CINEMA187 OG. The guy got me involved in my first zine project was the Fulci zine. Forever fucking grateful for that dude, man. Rio's account. Who the fuck else? Donald England. We got Art of the Outer Church. Who this fucked me up, because the one night I was sitting there and I was fucking like, I asked him if I could use this image, right? And he's like, fuck yeah. And I'm doing my fucking thing, and after I was done this, I was like looking at it, and I was like, yeah, like, this is sick, I love this. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Kind of reminds me of something. It's sort of a fucking like homage to this piece in a way, which is phenomenal. Especially like this is a really nice print on this, so you get to see all that like intense detail work, man. I love this. I absolutely love this, man. That's what I love about this like culture, like of underground press, self-published stuff, man. It's, you meet some of the coolest people, man. You meet people like fucking Jamie Filer. You meet people like the Creep from 6 Feet Deep, who is a phenomenal artist, a phenomenal fucking artist. Especially if you know, then you know. You know what I mean? It's like, we got Cinema Sketchbook back again. Like, dude, thank you so much. We got Das Peach Works. We've got Blood Desert Comics hooked up a 5-page comic for this one. Spark PDF hooked up like a 4-page comic. I got like a 36-page comic. Cammy has like, I think I've edited that down. Cammy, if you're watching this, shoot me a message if I don't remember to shoot you a message first. I need you to look over the pages, because I sort of like developed, I put all the panels into sequential order and stuff, because she's contributed a comic that's pretty fucking awesome. Very underground stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting that to you guys. You know, everyone that says yes, you know what I mean? Everyone that I reached out to, hey man, do you want to fucking be a part of this zine? Like, out of the blue. And people are just like, yeah, I never thought it would get to this. And now I'm like already planning what I'm going to be doing for issue 7, which is, spoiler alert, Universal Monsters and Hammer Horror. So if you're a fan of Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, all of the fucking rest, like, I want it to just be, I want everything to be in black and white. If you're going to have a color, I want it to be red. That's it. Because I just want it to be like I want it to play like because I know the comic I'm going to be doing, and I want it to play like an old horror film, you know? So, and I've actually already dusted off my pile of Hammer Dracula films. I don't think I have them all. I have them all one way, like in different ways, but this one, I don't think this one is Hammer. This is Bram Stoker's Count Dracula with Klaus Kinski and Christopher Lee. Dracula Risen from the Grave. This is one of my favorite ones, one of my favorite covers when I was a kid. Here's a great one, Satanic Rites of Dracula. What the fuck else we got here? There's Horror of Dracula, Christopher Lee. A bunch of fucking Dracula films. This is a random one, Embrace of the Vampire. I don't even think I've ever watched that. I just got it because it was a vampire film. Another copy of Horror Dracula. Should probably ship that off to my dad. I don't know where all my Universal stuff is, but I've got Dracula. I've got the Spanish Dracula as well. I don't think I've ever watched the Spanish Dracula yet, though, because I just never had a chance to check it out. But I'm looking forward to taking some of those, what I consider the best movies ever made, like those Universal Monsters and some of those early Hammer films, man. To take those, put like the Filthy Ralph CINEMA187 twist on it, I think it's going to be gold, man. Like, honestly, like this satanic one, I'm telling you, like, the final cover is much more close to this shade of pink for the background, for the record. My printer started to fucking die here, so I had to fucking pay the big bucks. But, yeah, the yellow's cheese and the black is cheese, and so we'll see what happens. I did get a few things in over the last, like, week or two, or however long it's been since I made a fucking video. But hopefully you guys have been checking out, if you have, I appreciate it, the Zine Stash videos that come out every Friday. I still have got 2 videos to put up, and then I'm going to record another batch of them and keep it an ongoing thing, the Zine Stash, you know what I mean? It's fun, easy video to make. But I got in the latest copy of Chopping Heads, so this would have been included in my Chopping Heads video, which I think was issue 3 of the Zine Stash. But phenomenal cover as always, and phenomenal back cover as always. Really cool stuff. I think the movie, like the main movie, dude, some of this art in here is fucking sick. Absolutely sick. And like, this is the thing I like about zines. You know what, I don't give a fuck. If it gets flagged, it gets flagged. Like, Jamie Filer, shout out to you, buddy, but one of your fucking drawings, the drawing of Santa Claus, got one of my videos flagged. I don't know why. But, like, if you look in a lot of these zines when there's art peppered all throughout, check out the artists on Instagram. A lot of times you're going to discover some really cool stuff, and maybe spark up a fucking, like, friendship with some of these people, man, because I've definitely met people through zines. People have messaged me saying, hey, I read the article in Rob's video, and I checked out your shit. And I was like, dude, this is insane. Like, Rob's video, like I said, shout out to Jamie Filer. I think the movie review in here was, I think it was like a shot on video flick. Yeah, Redneck Zombies. I don't think I ever saw that. But again, phenomenal job on the you know, the publication, the production value behind it. This is amazing, dude. I inspire to be like Chopping Head Zine, so hopefully, you know, that guy continues to make these forever. I picked up something pretty cool. This right here is from Mansion Press. It's done by Carlos Carcasa and Andrew Blucia. It's called Cheap Meat. Now, if you like Johnny Ryan, Cheap Meat, okay, this is fucking hilarious. It's so good. When I was flipping through this, I only had to see a few things to realize that this was made for me. So we got a really sexually explicit interaction with Ronald McDonald in a cheeseburger. But yeah, Cheap Meat, dude. This was like $17 Canadian, but you know what? And it's pretty much like the you know, an issue of a comic, but you don't get this stuff on the shelves often. Like, when you do, it gets snatched up so quick because there's a big market for this sort of, like, you know, what I consider like underground inspired stuff. Like, it's the kind of shit that I'm after and the kind of stuff that I buy up. So got that. Also got something really fucking cool in the mail. So a couple of weeks ago or months ago, whatever it was, I had a contest, like a Q&A giveaway, and the winner, Bo Inc., messaged me and said, hey, I drew Filthy Ralph and I want to send it your way. And I said, dude, no problem. So this is what he sent me. How fucking sick is that? That's me behind Filthy Ralph. And he's and my guy's saying, Ralph, that's my fucking weed, man. Like, Ralph's cooking with his dope. Amazing job. And then on the other side, there's sort of a more horizontal portrait with a bunch of flies. He's scratching his cock. He's got a brew. Filthy Ralph, CINEMA187. So I'm going to be framing this, but I'm going to be framing this because I am in love with this drawing right here, dude. I highly appreciate it. I'm going to be sending him the link of this video so we can check that out. Check out my fucking... Like, if only you could have seen my reaction when I opened that fucking thing and all I seen was, like, me. I could see, like, my character, like, going... as soon as I seen it, I said, that's supposed to be me. I'm in love with that. Thank you. So, that's pretty much... Or, you know what? I did pick up a few other things. What the fuck am I talking about? I picked up this at a thrift store because it was, like, $3.29. This is the... I don't know how many volumes there is of it, but this is Ghost in the Shell, Volume 1. Pretty fucking thick. It's put out by Kodashana Comics. And I've always heard of this story, and when I was flipping through it, I really liked the energy in it. So for a couple bucks, I said, oh, a couple pages were stuck together. I wonder why. This came from a thrift store. What the fuck? Someone was jerking off and came all over a comic book like a sick fuck. Couldn't even come into his old fucking dirty washcloth he's got stuffed in the side of his chair. He's got to fucking do it into a book and then donate the book like some sick prick. And I found this in the fucking like the humor section, so it's real humorous. There's some color stuff in here too. No shit. There's actually a decent amount of color stuff. But yeah, not bad for $3.29. Why not? Especially for stuff that I've heard of, you know what I mean? what the fuck else was it? I don't know if I must have showed these, but I picked up the extended cut of Lord of the Rings 2 Towers a couple weeks ago for $2.99. It's got all the discs, and then I also picked up the widescreen editions of Return of the King and Fellowship of the Ring because I didn't have them on DVD. So stoked about that. I actually watched those with Kayla recently. Had a blast with it. I've also been in the mix of making this alphabetical. I'm running out of time I can't believe I'm running out of time. It's alphabetical all the way up to the H's now. So it took me fucking like 3 hours the other night. I was as high as a kite. I feel like that's how every fucking story in this shit goes. Like, I was high as a kite and I started fucking around. So, like, I start fucking I just started taking a few things out that were in, like, the, earlier letters of the alphabet. And then I just started going hammer. And now I'm up to the H's. And, but the problem is, like, every shelf has stuff on it. So it's a constant, like, move back and forth. It's a nightmare. I got to take, like, a bunch of shit off, clear up some space, and then really go to town. So maybe if I do that like an hour a night throughout the week, I can get more shit done. But I just remembered I don't have to go to work tomorrow or the next day, so I'm ecstatic about that. I don't think there's anything else really other than, again, like I said, I will be printing a low run of 187 number 6, but again, if enough people reach out, I can print more. It's just, it's easier to print them in batches, like I'm printing 40 copies, you know what I mean? And to do 50 is just going to be like an extra fucking, like, we'll see what happens, basically. I'm hopeful that the 6 issues sell. If they don't, they fucking don't. I'm going to make them regardless, like I said. So, again, Vomit Coffin, a.k.a. Vomit Funnies, available now, $10 shipped, or $10 plus shipping, depending on where the fuck you're at. It's going to depend on the cost, but I'll leave you here with a passage from Little Ricky in Vomit Coffin, okay? So he's offering his friend a drink. He says, "Suck this down, Chico. My grandma fucked the guy at the liquor store for this bottle of scotch." And then Chico proceeds to barf in Ricky's face. And he takes the drink as well, which is as you should. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. And, yeah, 666, adios, and fucking, Does anyone else find that YouTube's sort of not the same anymore? Like, it's not... sometimes I just, like, go to watch a video and, like, there's just nothing. Like, there's nothing been uploaded or whatever, and it's kind of bullshit. So I'm going to try to do my due diligence to create videos when I feel like it. I don't want to force anything, and I think that's what happens with a lot of motherfuckers. They start forcing videos out, put yourself on a schedule without already recording everything. When I made those Zine Stash videos, I recorded all of them before I posted the first one. That way I knew, because I want to do them in six episode seasons. So when I come to film the fucking second season, I'm going to film them all in like an hour or two. And then have them and sit on them. And that way, boom, on Friday I can post the video. And when I run out of them and I'm not going to do them anymore for a while, I'll let people know. So people aren't saying, "Hey, where the fuck's the thing? Where's your regularly scheduled video?" Say it's in your mother's ass. Adios.